Welcome back, everybody. So, Barcelona have beat Brest 3-0 in the Champions League. I didn't get a match review out yesterday, but I thought I'd just bundle it here together today with some Barca news going on and also just take a look, a more calm look into the game, plus some other results that happened in UCL today. It was a good match because we've been struggling a bit the past couple matches trying to get our play going, try and have consistent play. We didn't lose, but we tied last game. We lost against Sociedad, so we really were looking for a result to bounce back, and we did it in a great way today because not only did we get a 3-0 win, we just dominated the entire game. I mean, we had some really great performances today, so let's get straight into it. So coming into the match, it was pretty much a very similar lineup to what we had last game. Fermin Lopez did come in today, as well as Gerard Martin keeping his place. And to be fair, when I saw Gerard Martin in the lineup, I was like, okay, here we go again. But hopefully, he can have a good game because, despite what I say in the previous videos about his ability, I still do want him to have a good game, all our players to have a good game. And he did today, I think. I think the first half he was kind of the same, not necessarily making mistakes, but kind of not offering too much. But definitely that second half, he did improve a lot. He had a solid defensive performance. He did have some nice crosses and some nice passes. It was nothing too crazy. I'm not going to change my stance on him after one game. But to be fair, considering that Brest were fourth place in the UCL, granted, maybe they didn't go against the hardest opponents, but still, they're a team in good form. They haven't lost so far. So, he did a solid job today. I'm happy for him. He got a standing ovation after he got subbed off. So I hope he can continue that form. If this is what Flick sees in him, where he can provide a solid option when Balde is not able to play against teams like this, I hope that he can just keep improving. And like I said, I'm happy for him. Were a few other good performances, but I do want to start off with Lewandowski and the first goal. He wins a penalty after a great over-the-top through ball by Pedri, and we'll get into Pedri's performance later because it was magical today. Lewandowski, after sliding in to the bottom right corner, he joins Messi and Ronaldo as the only three players to have 100 plus UCL goals, and what a great achievement for him. I mean, to score that many times in the Champions League, but also just to do it with Barca, is just a great joy to watch as a Barca fan. We also had the second goal. Olmo gets a nice cross by Gerard Martin. Like I said, he was having a solid performance today, and he got his assist. And Olmo, just what a dribble, what a way to put it through the goalkeeper's legs. I mean, we were kind of struggling a bit. We're trying to finish off with chances. We were creating a lot. We had some really good attacking play and some good defensive work, but we did finally get the second goal. I was like, man, we were having chances cleared off the line. We were just getting our shots blocked. So it was nice to finally get the second goal. And that third goal, Gerard Martin came off, like I said, to a standing ovation. Balde came in, and Balde already, just as soon as he got in after returning from injury, just was electric. We did get that third goal really late on. Balde crosses in to Lewandowski, who slots in and now has 101 UCL goals. And you would think just after that last minute, the game is basically over. The team will calm down. But as soon as Brest kick off again, even though we were 3-0 up, the team is pressing, trying to win the ball, trying to score another goal as if we were down a goal. I mean, that's the Barcelona I know that I've been watching this season. The Barca that Flick, wants to have. And also, just as the referee blew the whistle in the last minute as the team was about to attack, and you could see some of the team getting frustrated. I mean, like I said, we were already 3-0 up, but to see them getting frustrated, like they wanted to continue, it just shows they were having fun. And even as I was watching, I was like, oh man, maybe just let it play on for a little bit, maybe get a fourth goal. But, like I said, some really great play today. Like I said, there were some other good performances today. I think Rafinha looked really energetic, and just as he always does, always pressing, always giving his all. He had some really good, beautiful passes today, and I mean, just like I said, just a great performance from him. I do feel bad that he couldn't get his goal. He had a free kick that got blocked, and he looked really frustrated. He really wanted to score today, so I do feel for him. Kubarsi ended up getting man of the match today. I mean, with him and Inigo leading the line as our other center backs are injured, they're just always really great when they're at the top of their game. I always trust them, to lead that defensive line, to get us the offside goals, and just, to keep us in the game. But really, I do want to get into the performance that I think we all want to talk about. Just Pedri today. I mean, he always does, but today just really reinstated that when the team is playing well, especially when Pedri is at his best, he's just unplayable. Brest was just not able to get the ball off him today. He had some really good controls, some really good passes, some good skills. He flicked the ball over a player at one point, just basically just showing off. It felt like he had a good touch in the air and nutmegged a player, gave a great pass. I mean, like I said, he's just a wonderful, wonderful player. And I really do think that he's one of, if not the best midfielder in the world. Just goals and assists really can't, you know, show everything in this game. You really have to watch him to be like, wow, what a player we have, because he just wouldn't lose the ball today. Every time he touched the ball, I was like, he's gonna do something special, or he's just not gonna lose it. And really, that type of composure to have is just really, really fantastic. And also just that midfield with him, Casado, and Gavi is just such a pleasure to watch. And I really hope that they can all stay fit so we can just keep watching that all season long. There is a good comp by Magical Xavi on Twitter if you want to watch, if you just want, if you weren't able to see the game, or if you just want to see, his performance again, because it really, really, really was magical. Pedri did come off in the 88th minute for De Jong. Got a standing ovation. I mean, he deserved it after a 10 out of 10. After De Jong came on, it wasn't really great for him. Not in terms of his performance. I'm not necessarily talking about his performance, but in terms of the reception from the crowd. After the ovation, as soon as De Jong came on, he was just starting to get whistled. I mean, every time he touched the ball, he got whistled. And I've been critical of his performance. You guys know that in the previous videos. I've just really not been convinced by him. I mean, he does, like I said before, he just doesn't look fit and doesn't really look like he's giving it his all. But to be fair, I do hope that, like Gerard Martin had today, that he can improve, and for the meantime that he's going to stay here for the season, that he can have some good games, because I feel that it is tough to get some whistles from the crowd. But to be fair, I just think that the fans in general, whether it be in the stadium or just online, are just really not happy with him, and they're trying to make that shown. So, not much you could really do about that. Just before we leave off, I thought I'd throw in a few stats and some news with this match review as well. Barcelona have scored 18 goals in 5 Champions League matches. I mean, considering how much trouble we had last season to score goals, it really is incredible the work Flick is doing, especially in the Champions League, the competition we really all want to succeed in. Had some good stats against Brest as well. Like I said, we just dominated the whole game. Our front three really, when Yamal is fit, is great, but also just Olmo when he comes in, he's just always just creating something. He's doing always really good. And I'm really surprised. I've been surprised by his signing, especially considering I had some doubts, not because of his ability, but just because of the price tag and stuff. But he really has been doing well. Yamal also today has officially won the Golden Boy. He really deserves it. I mean, I think he's going to be, if he is able to stay fit and does keep improving, he is going to be just a generational player, just someone that for years and years to come, you're going to just get wild at. We had some other results here, some really big score lines in the match day yesterday. Atletico won 6-0. Had some other ones. Man City ended up balling a 3-0 lead. I mean, if you went online and saw how Pep looked after the game, he really looks like he's losing it. And it is weird, Man City's form, concerning they've gone 6 matches without winning. I mean, that's never happened to Pep, but just to happen to City, with how, it feels like you have to be perfect against them to get a win, or just to compete with them, just how much they're struggling. But, those were some good eye matches. As the table stands right now, Barcelona are in second place, though to be fair, by the time this video comes out, or by the time you see this video, I should say, that probably will change if Liverpool is able to win against Madrid today, which I hope they do, and if some other results go a certain way. But even then, I still think we're doing well. We really can end in the top places and automatically not have to do the playoffs and just automatically qualify. But hopefully we can keep this, good play up after a bit of a struggle with the last matches. But yeah, looks like what Flick has said after, we tied that game the last time against Celta Vigo seems to be working. So, hopefully we could keep it going. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you later.